Hey guys, what's up? Levi Jones here, all-in wrestler. Okay, I'm mic'd up. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I just finished a good 45-minute workout on the treadmill and the bike. I had my son on my chest, and he's only 13 pounds, but it was a good workout. It was great. I want to talk to you guys about something real quick. I had my son on my chest, and I was thinking about something. The roller coaster of our sport, the roller coaster of wrestling. Okay, my dad always used to say, "Hey Levi," when I was on the hunt in college and I was trying to climb the ladder and be one of the best wrestlers in the country, my dad always used to say, "Hey Levi, don't forget, wrestling is a marathon full of sprints. You need to just keep winning the sprints." When I was a little kid, he laid me down in a sleeping bag in front of about a couple hundred student athletes and adults, and he was a professional speaker around the state of Washington, and he was a motivational speaker. He pretended to wake me up out of the sleeping bag, and he said, "Hey Levi, you were dreaming. What were you dreaming about?" And he kind of was slinging from the hip, hoping I would say what he wanted. And I was like, "Well, I was dreaming about wrestling, Dad. I love wrestling." And so he said, "Oh, really? What was specifically, what were you dreaming about wrestling?" "Well, I'm gonna be an Olympic champion," I said. He's like, "Wow, Olympic champion? That's a pretty big dream you had there, buddy. Well, don't you think if you're gonna wrestle in the Olympics or win the gold medal Olympics, you should probably wrestle in college, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, where would you wrestle?" And he goes, "Well, I said, "Well, I'm gonna wrestle at Oklahoma State." Well, I had a dream that Oklahoma State was where I wanted to wrestle. So then my dad, the crowd kind of oohed and awed, and then my dad continued on and said, "Well, if you're gonna wrestle in college, you gotta wrestle in high school, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna wrestle at Lakeside High School, Dad. I'm gonna wrestle for you. I'm gonna be a state champ." And my dad kind of laughed. The whole crowd kind of oohed and awed, and of course my dad followed it up with, "Well, if you want to be a state champ, don't you think that's going to be pretty hard? That's a lot of hard work to be a state champ. And so what do you think you're going to do?" And I said, "Well, I'm just going to work harder than everybody, and I'm going to beat everybody." And of course, I was a kid. I was just a little kid, and so it wasn't super detailed, but just from a young age, I was able to set a big goal. Okay, I set a big goal, dream big, and I was making up my mind that I was going to go after it. I had broken it out into different phases, just simply in a quick 5-minute talk in front of a bunch of people. And one of the reasons I want to share that with you is because not all of those dreams came true. And that's what brings up the quote, "It's a marathon full of sprints. Keep winning the sprints." Never lose focus of every day getting 1% better. Never lose focus, even literally, of winning a sprint. I remember just being in practice and thinking about that quote, "I'm going to win the sprint." And so we'd be in a sprint workout, and I'd try to win the sprint. Okay? So my message to you guys is that you're going to have failure, you're going to have ups, and you're going to have downs. And ultimately, you got to learn to love failure. You got to kind of embrace it. You got to let it make you better. Okay? And you got to let it be a driving factor in your improvement. Let failure be like somebody is telling you you can't do something. Okay? Maybe you were called to wrestle. Maybe wrestling is your platform. It's a blessing that you get to wrestle, and you know that you've been blessed with this opportunity to perform. You know what Kyle Snyder said? "I love wrestling because it's a sport I get to be the best at." And you know what? He is the best at it. He is the best. And so he identified a sport, and he said, "I love this sport because I get to be the best at it. I get the opportunity to be the best at it. If somebody else beats me, so be it. At least I get the opportunity every day to pursue to get 1% better and become the best. And hopefully become the best in the whole world." Okay? Embrace failure. Okay? Let it build you up and make you better. Let failure be an obstacle in your way so you can identify an action for improvement. Okay? Okay, if you want to break all that down, you want to put it on paper, you need to buy the All-In Journal. Okay, because in the All-In Journal, we set big goals, we identify obstacles, and we create action plans every single day. We understand that this sport is a marathon full of sprints. Okay, so you got to get the All-In Journal to start changing your life. So start looking at it that way. Start identifying little sprints that you can win to make you 1% better to get you closer to your goal. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel kind of weird. I'm here just working out. Don't worry, I got my pants on. It kind of looks like I don't have my pants on, but I got my pants on, and I wake up and put my pants on just like everybody else out there. And a wrestler should always know that. You wake up, you put your pants on the same way somebody else does. And you know what? You have just an equal opportunity to win that match and get your hand raised. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Here at the All-In Wrestler, we're on a mission to impact 100,000 lives through the sport of wrestling. We're starting with our Wrestler's Journal, the All-In Wrestler's Journal. Make sure you buy it, and then make sure you like, share, and subscribe so we can start spreading this word around and making an impact around the world through the sport of wrestling, baby. Have a good one.